I'm back. Ooh, ooh, ooh. They have these cameras around even more. It's like you come out the next day, it's like, oh, another camera. Speed camera back there. Yeah, it is. Let me tell you. This rating thing. Oh, there's someone from Iowa. Nice. You guys probably still on my other live. For some reason, it's taking a while to come down, but I want us to continue to discuss this rating situation, and it needs to be fixed. I'm just saying. I haven't been driving for a while now. It's been over, I want to say, a month. I don't miss it. I miss the interaction with some of the passengers, but as for driving around, and it's like when 2017 came around and I noticed a drop in my rate, like the base fare and the miles and all that kind of stuff. It hit hard to me, you know, for me. And I would still, you know, work here and there. And that's one of the good things about this type of rideshare gig. You can work whenever you want to work. You have that freedom to do it whenever you want. Have, well, not however long, but pretty much within a 12-hour period. And, you know, everything works out. And you have that opportunity. However, is that the sacrifice for freedom while you work? You be looked upon as a nobody, you know? Like, really? That's not fun. It's not fun at all. And you're dealing with other individuals who have their own perception of this type job and your vehicles. Like, I think Dee was saying, hey, chef, good morning. How are you? Okay, I guess it's gonna, ooh, no, that's not it. It's just a sad situation when it comes to the perception of some people when you're doing this type of rideshare gig. And yes, there is a whole lot of freedom. You're groovy. Okay, I'm glad you're groovy. Is that a dog? Oh my gosh. He is barking to the music. Oh my gosh, poor dog. Oh, hopefully you guys didn't hear the music. Oh my gosh. That's the thing. When you're out doing live, you might hear anything. You with it today? Awesome. I'm glad you're with it. I'm trying to be with it. I declare I am. There's another speed camera. Man. And they got a red light camera up here. I declare. They making it like everywhere. Sorry. I'm trying to adjust this. Oh, thank you. I declare. Thank you so much. Oh, that's so kind of you, chef. Absolutely. Hey, Colorado State Guardian, how are you? How's it going? We're talking about these ratings and how Uber and Lyft need to just get rid of it, because what they need to do is do a survey. I just came from the gym. It's good and cold. Oh my, 8 inches of snow. Oh my gosh, I know that is so gorgeous. Nice. I'm just coming from another part of Baltimore to Baltimore County to come to go to the I was at the gym. Now I'm coming into another part. Yes. Yeah, they need to get rid of that that rating thing. I'm just so frustrated by it. I really am. It just doesn't make sense. So I have been doing Grubhub now full time. What? Made around $125 yesterday. Awesome. Hey Ruben, how are you? Yeah, I like the winter. It does something to the air. We have to keep in mind the seasons are not for us. It's for the earth. You started Amazon Flex? What? Bam! Go on and make that money. Wow. The light is red already. Golly gee. Oh my gosh. They done so much around here. I gotta see how I'm gonna get. I think if I go, I think, oh man, how I'm gonna do. That's taking me out the way if I go down that way. Oh my gosh, Colorado. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. It's a nice feeling when you can see the benefit of your hard work, you know? You can see the benefit. It makes you feel great. I wish I don't drive. Oh, really? You would? Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a good... don't get me wrong, Chef. It is a good gig. It's a good gig. But it can be better. I mean, you know, it can be better. And that's what I want. I want Uber and Lyft to be better. Not just good gig, but better. Because there's so many things that I see, you see, we all see, that can improve it. And it's like, when are they going to listen to us? We are the ones in the trenches. You know? We know. We've been here. We're right here. We're in the foxhole. We're right here with the passengers. And, you know, and we should be partakers of every single step when it comes to the ride share. I mean, that's how I feel. I understand you have to have your corporate stuff. I got that. No problem. I'm just not sure which way I should go right now. Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. I don't know. If I go down here, where is it going to take me first? But I'm gonna, man, I don't know what I'm doing, guys. Let me get over here. I don't know what I'm doing. Let me think. I know the train station is down here because I remember taking some passengers to the train station down here. I know that much. But there should be a way I can connect instead of going all the way downtown and then come back up midway. Yeah, Uber and Lyft need to make it better. They really do. They need to get their act together. They need to listen to us drivers. we're not lying, we're telling the truth. And I also think Uber and Lyft should have a survey and email the survey to the riders. You know, like email the surveys to the riders and ask them, how do you rate your driver? And then once they receive all of these emails, the reply, then they should revamp the rating. And they will also see that a lot of the passengers, they're not using the set rating system that Uber and Lyft has. They don't. Just like one driver said, she was rated very low because her window was dirty. What was dirty? Did a bird just, you know, or did a bird go to the bathroom on her windshield in between rides? Like, could she see through the windshield? Like, dirty. This is what Uber and Lyft need to put in place. Dirty. What do you mean dirty? Just like we have to show pictures if someone, you know, vomited in the vehicles. Oh, could I have went down that street? Oh man, now I'm on this thing here. Oh gosh, what am I doing? Yeah, I'm an Uber driver. I know how to drive. Oh my gosh. Okay. You love apples, awesome. And so it's like, once they send those emails out about the survey, they will they need to fix that. I mean, for real. They really do, because some passengers, they have that God complex. Like, they're sitting in the back with their checkoff list. Oh, she couldn't even say that word correctly. Uneducated. Oh, what is that? Oh, cheap perfume. You know, like, it's not rating. It's judge. Hey, Melissa. It's still messing up. I don't know why. Oh, go away. What is that? Stop. There it is. It's issues. It's I don't know. What can I say? It's just one of those crazy things. But I want us to you know, put in. Do you think Uber should get rid of this, or should they keep it but have other options? You know, I understand what they were doing. I understand what Uber and Lyft was doing. Think about it. We are strangers to them and they're strangers to us. So they had to think of something, not to punish the driver, but to kind of sort of keep the driver in line, to have some type of guidelines, if you will, that the drivers will abide to. Oh, I don't want to go here. Oh my gosh. Are you trying to come over too? Things of that nature. It's like you can't. I'm frustrated. I am. I'm frustrated. I'm just not getting it. Why such a great way of making money is so screwed up. Like, stop. Why are you screwed up? I don't like it. I really don't. And I just feel that it can be something better. And that's what I want. I want it to be better. I really do. I haven't deleted my app for Uber or Lyft. I still have both of them. I just don't have that same motivation that I had in 2016. And 2017 it started dwindling. And so here you go, sir. Here you go. All right now. All right. Okay, you take care.
Thank you very much.
All right. And it's just dwindling down to nothing. The newer ones are coming in like we did, excited, you know, enthusiastic, you know, eyes open, you know, just ready. And that's fine. And I love that because I remember how I felt when I started, you know. However, once I saw, and then for me, and then another thing I'm learning, your motive, well, we're all working for money. That's our motive, is the money. I mean, you know, so, but see, I fed off of surges. That's what I did. I fed off of surges. And I'm fiending now. Wish I had surges. Unless the driver gets a bunch of 2 stars. Oh Lord, they should leave us alone. Yeah. But even with that, they need to have reason. Like, why? And don't just see the ratings as, okay, this person is at this rating, let's deactivate him or her. Okay, can we find out why? Because this driver was a 5.0 even after the what, 60 or 90 days. And now it dropped. Something happened from that point to where we are now. So what happened? They don't want to look at that. It's like they're not concerned about that. And for me, it's like if you have a child in school, and this child is an A student, just, you know, and then all of a sudden, midway the semester, boom, their GPA drops. And now they're making B's or even C's and even D's. And it's like, okay, now what happened? Something happened. And schools who are really interested in the children, they will look at that and analyze it to find out, okay, what changed? Did anything happen at home? What did the workload get heavier? Like, what happened? And Uber and Lyft need to do the same thing, because if they don't, they're going to have a heavy influx of passengers coming. I mean, drivers. They're going to have hundreds and thousands of them coming through the door like, oh my gosh. But they're going to leave like fast. And so then you as a business, you're just going to be like, oh, okay, we can get a dozen more for where that came from. How long can you last? How long can you last when you as a business is not supporting your legs, if you will? And that, I believe that's another reason why Uber is branching out into these other avenues, because for one, they're investors. They want their money. They want the return. They want it fast, quick, and in a hurry. They're not taking the time to look at what the drivers are going through. As an investor, you want to see the return, period, the return. And possibly you want a return to be higher than the other. You're not thinking about those who are going through what we're going through. What is that? That's like, huh? What? I don't see that. It's like a wall. I don't know what's going on over there. Neither do I care. This is where I am right here. Show me the money, period. I don't care if some got killed, some were raped, some were molested, some were groped, some were... I don't care about that. It's show me the money. What type of business is that? Where's the humanistic of it all? Like, the compassion. Is compassion out the door nowadays? You know, like, Really?
You have an incoming call.
Yeah.
Hello? Yeah. I'm en route. Like very close. Later. Oh wow, that's funny. It's something that need to be done. Salted in a racist name about him being Arabic. Arab, sorry, Arab. I'm like this. There is a freedom of speech, but then there are things when, you know, we shouldn't say it's disrespectful, it's racist. Whenever you don't have accountability, you have a war. When you don't have some type of guidelines, it's a zoo. Anything goes. There are no locked gates. There's nothing to divide. And he was a minority. Yeah. It's one of those things that has been happening for many, many years. Not saying that it's right, but it does get old. I mean, really, it does get old. Where's the new America? Where's the new America? The America that people respect who you are, not based upon what you are. It's just who you are as a human being. Gay, lesbian, straight, how, you know, I always mess it up and I apologize. LBGT. Lesbian, gays, bi, and trans. And straight. You know, just, you know, like, we're still being looked at for the color of our skin. You know? Right? It does, doesn't it? No, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, where's the America where you and I are important? Where's the America where we can walk hand in hand? Where's the America that I'm not going to belittle you based upon your color of your skin? I'm not going to disrespect you based upon the color of your skin. Where is that America? I mean, where is it? Where is the America where I can just show up and you're going to give me the same love that you would give your own counterparts? Where's that America? I thought America was a melting pot. Where is the melting pot? Now, was this melting pot forced to melt together? Then if it was, then I can understand, okay, why we have all these shenanigans going on. But where is the willing melting pot? Those who don't mind being around people that don't look like them, don't have the same culture as them, but is acceptant to it and respectful. You know, you don't have to eat whatever food that you like. Ooh, you don't have to eat that, but can you just accept it? This is what I eat. This is what I grew up on, you know? Well, I'll put it this way. When a person say who they are, believe them. They can come back and recant all they want, but it is what it is. That's out the window. Oh my gosh, is he gonna stop? Oh wow. Yeah, I can. Yeah, you're getting a lot of heat from your own people. You being Mexican and you support Trump. Yeah, and there are other Mexicans who support Trump. There are some blacks who support Trump, and it's all upon our constitutional right. And I don't agree with everything 45 says, but he is the president of the United States. I mean, you know, I can't change that. He is. At this present time, he is. And when you're dealing with onlookers from different countries, some countries that might not agree with us, and see us not at least respecting our presidents, there's a weak link there. And when it comes to countries, you might not, it's like if you're at work, when you're at work, you might not like the boss, you might not like what he or she tells you to do. However, they're your boss until otherwise. And you have to respect that. You don't have to agree with everything, because you still have your constitutional right too. You don't have to agree with everything, but you can adultly, that's a new word, my word, you can use it if you want, to disagree. Respectfully disagree. And not try to persuade another. That's where the problem comes into place. When we try to persuade another our thoughts, and if they don't accept our thoughts, then that's where the confrontation comes into play. And we all have the right to the constitutional rights. We do. And I believe that even when it comes to, let's see, hold on. I supported Obama during his presidency. He was my president, but the minute I supported Trump, I'm called traitor. Yeah. But see, the thing is this. We are in a world where we label norm. But we have to remember, your norm is not my norm. So I might see something different than what you may see. And whoever is in our leader. I'm sorry, I was looking at something up there. Yeah, he definitely put a spark to it. And I'm like this. That spark doesn't go one way. That spark goes across the board. What? That fast, the fat man? Oh my gosh, he was at the airport earlier, guys, and it was like, what? When he got a ride, it was 6 with Lyft, and how many with Uber? Wow, they really vamped up real fast. Yeah, it's one of those, which way we're gonna go? It's one of those situations that really need to be talked about, but there's so many different feelings involved. 16 cars with Uber last time I was here. Awesome. Did you have a good run? $22 miles. Okay. All right, Melissa, you have a fantastic day. Have a fantastic day for sure. But what are we gonna do? Yeah, I do. Anxiety and depression. I live with it. It doesn't have me. I live with it. You know why I'm here. Go ahead now. Okay. The fat man is at the airport. He's waiting for that 80-mile trip to Sarasota. Hey, the fat man need a trip, 80-mile trip to Sarasota. And you want to come back empty, or do you want to ride coming back? Put it in the atmosphere. The fat man needs an 80-mile trip to Sarasota. There is a Facebook page that has 1,000 of peeps who live with it. I can send it to you. It's an amazing support system. Sure. LOL, that happened all the time. Of course I would. A rider come back. Right, exactly. And then you done? Oh, well, go ahead now. A man with a plan. Yeah, I live with it. I maintain, I don't let it take over me. My last episode was June 2017. I had a breakdown. Was that? Yeah, in June 2017. Yeah, I had a breakdown. But, you know, I'm still going strong. Yes, indeed. I got my pumpkin spice latte. Woo! Yeah. But yeah, guys, keep your heads up. Stay focused. I would actually say the last episode you had was over. Oh yeah, cause that breakdown, cause I wasn't expecting that. That just boom in tears. Yeah, you're right. I know I'm not following your orders. Let me tell you, DD was calling me when I was in the gym. DD called, and I was like, "Stop calling me." Kept on calling. Yeah, it's a whole lot of us that lives with anxiety. You know, a whole lot of us. I'm the only one in my family that. Let's see. Yeah, I'm the only one in my family that has this issue with anxiety and all. I started Uber 6 weeks ago. I get 5 stars, but hardly any tips here in Vegas. Yeah, that happens. Unfortunately, that happens. But you get pretty much 5 stars. Isn't it interesting how different parts of the world, or different parts who deal with this Uber? Now there's some drivers, oh my gosh, it's like tip and 5 stars and yes sir, I enjoy the ride sir, you know, like really, or yes ma'am, like they really doing it, you know, like the passengers respect them and vice versa. But then in other arenas, it's like, what is going on here? What is going on? And I have family members who use Uber and Lyft, and they're very respectful, you know, and they look at my video, they see what we're talking about, so on and so forth. So they are fully aware of what goes on. And they're respectful. They're grateful for the rideshare movement. And congratulations, Nori. Or is it Nori or Nora? But with the Y. You gotta catch me first after I done drank this latte. You gotta catch me, buddy. I agree. We are the ones hustling, but can't break fast. Exactly. And you know what? It almost make me feel like these guys were at the table and said, you know what? Let's do this. Let's have a ride share. And the people want to use their own cars. Yeah, we don't have to pay for no tires. We don't have to fill the tank up. We have nothing to do with the maintenance. That's theirs. We're going to put that under the label, they're independent contractors. So we don't have to deal with the maintenance of their cars. And if, you know, if something happens, you know, to the inside of the car, we just don't have to touch that. But then we're going to kind of sort of treat them like employees, but not really employees, because we don't want to do health insurance. We don't want to do the tax thing. We're going to put that over there as independent contractor. It's like they sat there like at a tennis match and they just bounce things off of one another. Put this on the independent contractor side. Put this on employee side. And they just played this little game and said, okay, boom, let's put it out there and see how it goes. Oh, you know what? You know what's going to help? Let's put a referral fee on it. You know they're going to forget all about the maintenance they have to do in their car. They're going to forget about all the gas they got to put in their car, all the slamming of doors and maybe breaking the door or window or their hatch. They're going to forget about all of that. And they're going to sign up. They're going to sign up. They're going to sign up. Really? Is that how you feel? Colorado said, so Grubhub made $110 in tips. You made $110 in tips, Colorado? Stop it. Were you dreaming or is this true? Uber needs to get on board and encourage tips. That's one of the baits that lures the passenger even more. What? They're doing a great service for us and we don't have to tip them? What do you think a passenger would feel about a driver if they know the company who they work for is not even encouraging tipping? So in other words, it's like the company that you work for and you do a good service, but I don't have to tip you for the service. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. And it's like they put you in a box because it's like, okay, you're not going to tip me, but yet you want my air, you want my heat, you want my windows up, down, whatever. You want to recline in my seats. You want me to sit and wait for you as I burn my gas because you have children in the back. You want me to do all these things for you. And you don't want to, you don't even want to give me 5 stars and you don't want to tip. So it's like, what do I need to do to earn 5 stars and at least a $5 tip? What is it that I need to do? What is it that I need to do? Maybe some drivers should have a sign in their car. What do I need to do to earn 5 stars and a $5 tip? A minimum of $5 tip. I wonder how that would go. Interesting. I don't count on tips anymore. Looking for a full-time job also. Yeah. It was just this rideshare thing. I don't think it's really for full-time. I mean, people are doing it full-time and they seem to love it and they got it going on with it and that's good. But for me, my personality, I couldn't do it full-time. I couldn't do it full-time. I could not solely depend on Uber and Lyft as a full-time job. I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't. Based upon my personality, my issues, I couldn't do it. I need an exit. I always need an exit. You first have to get Uber to care about you first, Colorado, the fat man, of course. But if they won't, I won't drive for them. Yeah, that's what a lot of people is going for. As soon as they find it, that's why I tell people, you know, if it's not working for you, use it as a bridge to get you to the next side, to the other side. You know, don't just boom, bam, and wash it and walk away and you have nothing. But at least you have something with some shenanigans, but you do have something. and you can work for it with that. Hey, DYC driver log, how are you? And a lot of car dealers, they don't want to finance your vehicles when they know you're working for Uber and Lyft, because they know, as a business, they know that it has ups and downs, and the chances of you having to, you know, to be late for your bill is very probable. Like, really. I agree with you, Ruben. I'm still not comfortable when the person making a request is not the actual person. My question is, how does the rider share people know who the actual passenger is in their car? You don't know, because Uber does not have anything in place to say you only use this account. I don't see that in the policy. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. All they require is whoever uses this account be 18. And you know this as well as I know, there are a lot of our passengers. Yeah. Okay. NYC driver log said, I thought you was watching your last video, but now I've caught up. But yeah, I started with that one, and then it went, yeah. And so then I just continued over here. Yeah. But Nori, or Nora, I think it's Nori. Keep doing what you're doing, and until, you know, it's something, you know, something else comes along that you can do, but don't allow it to stop you to the point you have nothing. You know what I mean? At least you have a strip of a bridge versus a wide bridge. You have something that you can tell a person, okay, give me a day or two, I'll have your money. You know what I mean? I have $100, things of that nature. By the way, my rating have definitely been increasing. It's been increasing. Oh, nice. Okay, now what have you, if you want to share, what have you done differently from then to now? NYC, maybe you want to do a video of that too. Okay, Ruben says, so the rideshare people should require the one who the account enters a side note in the request. Yep, I agree. My daughter, Shay, you know, my daughter Kim, my daughter Mary will, you know, you'll be picking up my daughter Mary and so on and so forth, or my boyfriend Kevin or whomever. This one up here, this one. Things like that. Oh, that smells good. Which one is that? Oh, it's a mixture. Yeah, I know. You don't think, hey, Marcus, how are you? You don't think anything? It's the app that increased it? Hmm? Oh.
Nobody carrying your baby.
Wait, no, you tell them your story. I don't know everything about, I don't remember everything about the story. It's not that I'm nice. It's not that I'm picking up from one passenger. It's requested. Right, exactly. It's like, okay, it's my account, but you're not going to pick me up. You're going to pick somebody else up. And you have no clue that it's going to be a male or a female, or, you know, it can be a female, but it's going to be so-and-so. Now, usually if I request it for someone, I call that driver and I let that driver know you'll be picking up this particular person at this particular spot and so on and so forth. Because I know how that feels. but also always nice to show your passengers that you're concerned about safety, that you have an air of confidence. Yeah. But you know what? Let me tell you something, NYC. That's very surprising for me to hear that coming from a New Yorker or a New Yorker driver. Meaning, when when drivers from New York come here, they say we drive crazy. And we think they drive crazy. And for you to say how a passenger appreciate the air of caution, here, if we drive with caution, we consider driving like old people. Or we don't know how to drive. But that's interesting how the passengers actually appreciate that. Because I've had some passengers, oh, they want you to run the red light. They want you, can you speed up? One guy, we were on the Beltway. Oh my gosh. He was tall, he had to put the seat back. And it was a lot of traffic. And mind you, I'm more used to in the city versus a city and county versus the highway. But I'm doing better with that. And so I was in my lane. And he said, you can get over here on the shoulder. What? And guess what? I did it. I broke the law. Because he was like, you know, he's running late, so on and so forth. He didn't add in the traffic. He didn't anticipate that. He just looked at it as he was going to get in a car and we were going to fly through the sky to his doctor's appointment. It was just going to be me and him on the road, nobody else. And then he's like, okay, yeah, now cut back over. I did it one time only, and that was it. Never did it again. Because see, what I realized is, if I would have gotten into an accident, he would not have been on my side. He would not have been a witness. He would have been totally against me. For one, he know about that $1 million insurance coverage. So he's already had issues with his leg. So what he gonna do? Roll out and hurt the other leg? Like, come on now. You know? But I never ever did that again when it comes to driving on the highway. You know, if there's something that I do on my own, then I'm woman enough to, you know, deal with that. Well, with God's help, because I might panic, I don't know. Things of that nature. So I don't support us allowing the passengers to tell us how to drive. So I thank you for sharing that, NYC. That's really awesome. And when I get a chance, I'm gonna read the comments and all. But man, and that's another reason why. Also, the situation with me getting my car, but the amount I was willing to put down, it alleviated all that. So if you put enough down, then they're trying to get you with a finance company that has some hardcore, you know, penalties, if you will, to the point that if you do miss a payment or 3 payments, or you got to turn the car back in, that company gonna get some type of recourse. They're gonna get a benefit out of it anyway. You know, so they will sign you up with those type of loan officers. And to be honest with you, I'm glad that I didn't get the vehicle. I'm glad I didn't. Yeah, I'm just not willing to pay that amount. I know people who paying 5 something for cars, like for 300 Chryslers. I don't see it. I used to pay those big prices and stuff, but I don't want that no more. I'm good. I want to improve my credit score. I want to be more on a level to negotiate with, you know, people, business folks, when it comes to me and my money and my payments. That's what I want. And the only way you can do that is if you have a credit score 700 higher. Oh, wow. And I know that's something I have to do. That's why I'm working on cleaning my credit up. Let me see here. Hey, Brad, how are you? You're eating and watching? Okay. See, those are the wrong customers. Let's see here. Most New Yorkers are more concentrated, considerate, especially when I establish a nice hello from the beginning. Oh, nice. Chicken burrito, bam. Any beans in it? Bam. Yes, indeed. That's very good, NYC. And your voice is very you're very soft spoken. Your voice would be awesome to hear early in the morning and you just waking up and you gotta, you know, get ready to go to work. Not like my voice. Good morning, how are you? You know, oh, wait a minute, hold on, I haven't had my coffee yet. Wait a minute, let's take it easy. Let's try this again. Good morning. I haven't done that. I popped open my trunk and they put it in. Okay. Hey, Tio, how are you? You're new. Welcome. $500 a month is too much. Yeah, people are paying it though. People are paying 7, 6, 8, 9, and don't get me wrong. Some people can afford it comfortably. I mean, like, oh, no problem. They got it like that. From Brazil, welcome. They got it like that. You know. You know, it's no problem. You know, I respect that. I totally respect that. I don't have a problem with that at all. You know, I have family members who got it like that. You know, but that's their life. That's, you know, they have went to college and got degrees and got decent jobs and careers and so on and so forth. You know, they, you know what I mean? That's their life. But me personally, I am not one to want to do that. I really not. Yeah, I'm gonna go down.
No, I wanna go with you.
You wanna go there?
Yeah.
But $50 right there.
I'm gonna check this out first, okay?
Oh, okay.
Can't keep a regular job and I'm too old and working all them hours, so let's keep it real.
Who? Who can't?
I ain't talking about me.
You know what?
Let's keep it real. I'm not in that type of health anymore. I ain't choosing
Whatever you
people.
guys do, don't believe what he's saying. Now. Yeah, okay, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, sure you're right. Not. Let me find a spot here. Yeah, that's how that goes. I just, yeah. See, it was, for me, to be honest, for me to have to totally depend on, let me go right here, a job to pay all of my bills, and I get sick and I can't work because of my illness, that brings a whole lot of stress to me. A whole lot of stress. To the point I might get sick. And then I'm going to lose everything. So I have to have things at a certain amount that I can handle every month with that chance of paying it a month or two ahead. That way I could tell myself, okay, you're feeling this way right now, you do have a month, at least a month, for you to, you know, if I have to be in the hospital or whatever, you know, things of that nature for evaluations and stuff like that. I have a little room to play around with. And I'm grateful to God that I have that now. And that's because I came into, you know, a certain amount of money that I was able to put it to good use that will, you know, into the future, that make me, you know, make things a little bit better for me. People have different priorities. Absolutely, all day. Okay, Ruben said, I had an odd thing happen this weekend. By my second ride, a yellow stripe message. Was that with Lyft? And it came up on the third ride. I didn't understand that. Yeah, Lyft was it Lyft? Did he say it was Lyft? Yeah, Lyft will do that. Yeah, Lyft will definitely do that. They'll say about your acceptance. Yeah. And like if you don't even, yeah, if you don't accept the ride, this is your third or whatever, canceled. I don't know why, if Lyft cares anymore about. No, they don't. Actually, they don't. You can not accept it. Yeah. But I think what's going to happen, even with Lyft, it's not going to be a big deal, because right now it's not a big deal because they have enough drivers. It's not, if one, it was Lyft, okay. If one driver canceled, like, you know what I mean? Come on. It's so many other drivers out here that would do it. But let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. Maybe I already said it. I don't know. Yeah. Because if let's think about it, guys. Let's think about this. But you didn't miss a ride? Maybe there's a glitch in the system. Another thing I want to say. For those drivers, you know, you honestly do the best that you can do. You're professional, respectful to every passenger, no matter the race, whatever the situation is. The culture, no matter. And your rating is low. You need to dispute that. You need to go to somebody green light hub, be relaxed, and talk to someone and let them know my ratings was such and such. It was this low. But I start doing X, Y, and Z, and my rating is still low. Keep in mind, they rate every 500 5 stars. Now you can have 1,000 trips, but only 500 of them rated you at 5 stars. And that increases your 5-star rating. But if you have 1,000 riders and every last one of them gave you 4 stars, your rating is not going to increase, because they're counting every 5, once you get 500 5 stars, 500 stars. And Lyft rates 100. Okay, Uber rates 500, Lyft rates 100. So with that, it puts you in another box. There's so many boxes with this rideshare thing. It puts you in another box where you're looking at your low rating and you're like, oh, if I pick up this next person, it's probably going to get lower and then lower. And I keep doing it and it's going to get lower, and then I'm going to be off the platform. However, how can I increase my ratings, people, if every ride I get, they're rating me below 5? I can't force them to rate me 5. So why are you penalizing me? Why are you taking me off the platform when I'm trying here? You can't even talk to the air nowadays without people looking at you like you're crazy or something. You know, that's another box. It's like, that's why I tell other drivers, if it's working for you, handle your business. Run your business. Handle it. Because there's a whole, there's a whole lot of shenanigans that goes on here. I'm not saying be rude to people, disrespect people, and have that I don't care attitude. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying you see these loopholes. If there are ways that you can go around the loophole, go around that loophole and handle your business. Because there are so many loopholes that keep putting us in a box, and we're being punished. And we should not be punished for things that are the responsibilities of another. And when it comes to the ratings, it's the responsibility of the passenger. But if the passenger is having a bad day, for whatever the reason, or just don't like you, for whatever the reason, you're not going to get 5 stars. Uber and Lyft, they're not going to rate us 5 stars, guys. They're not. But yet, you're going to punish me. You're going to spank me. You're going to beat me. You're going to pop me in my face. You're going to slap me in my face. But it's not my responsibility for them to give me 5 stars. Oh, so what you trying to say now? I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do to earn 5 stars? Well, excuse me, sir. And what was wrong? You can't see anything. You can't find anything that was wrong. They just say others. What was the others? They couldn't understand my language? Really? Is that, I don't recall that being on your rating level. I thought it was safety. I thought it was the cleanness of our car. I thought it was the navigation, but navigation should be out the window by now. So, what is safety? Do you not realize there are some riders prefer for you in and out of traffic and to run red lights and yellow lights and make right turns on red when you're not supposed to? So, what is your definition of safety? It seems to me it's different for every passenger. You know? That's some water with some gold in the bottom of it. I used to do the water thing. I used to do the candy thing. And I stopped. Yeah, they fluctuate. Lyft will faster, yeah. 66 Uber, 56 Lyft. Wow, they are moving. If your rating goes low, maybe try supplying water and or phone cord and cancel rides you think will be a problem before you get the customer. Sometimes, yeah, I never did that. I just, dealt with it. And some passengers I've had, before they got out of the car, they giggling, laughing, and so on and so forth. But then there were some who giggled and laughed. Hey, Quaker Oats, how are you? Who giggled and laughed as they got out of the car. And guess what? They gave me a bad rating. Yeah. She was complaining. She said, "You didn't see me coming out?" I said, "Well, no. The address is in front of the house. I didn't see any indication stating that you're coming from the back of the house, like it's an apartment in the back of the house. I have no idea. I'm going to sit here. I'm looking at the front door because that's all I know. I'm waiting for you to come out. I don't see anyone come out. So I am to proceed." Wait, I'm coming. I stopped. I should have kept going. But I didn't. I stopped. She said the other drivers, they turn around and they're faced on the other side. I don't know the other drivers. I have no clue, okay? And I'm not the other driver, all right? And what's wrong with me going this direction versus this direction? Or is it the drivers? Is it other drivers who is causing us to have these problems? Is it other drivers? Is it Uber and Lyft, or is it other drivers who will let people get in the car, do whatever, and okay with it? Are those the ones who's getting 5 stars and we're not? I got kicked out of my parking enforcement. I was doing a pickup. Oh, you had your, well, I'm quite sure you had your sign up. He said leave now or ticket. Really? What was that about, Quaker? Yeah, if they blowing your phone up, yeah, if they're I don't want to say blow because all these different bombing and stuff going on. If they are constantly sending you messages, yeah, it's a good idea to cancel, because it's going to be bad vibes, bad energy in the car. And even though you're trying to soften it or even explain, they don't want to hear it. All they want, you pick me up, you get me to work or wherever I want on time. No, I'm not thinking about the traffic. No, I'm not thinking about accidents. No, I'm not thinking about traffic lights that breaks down. I am not thinking about no detours. No, you pick me up, you drop me off. There's nothing that happens in between A and B, sir, ma'am. There's nothing that happens. You're supposed to pick me up, drop me off. Really? Even with Google, it gives you an estimate time. Like, are you serious right now? Because even Google Maps realize that accidents and things do happen out of whose control? Ours. So many variables. So many variables. We can't control those. These things just happens. The air feels good, but I feel kind of cold too. But it feels good. You know, like the sun is shining and then you got a little breeze going on. That's pretty cool. It's 48 degrees. It probably is. It probably is. But it should be an estimate. My ratings went up on Uber and Lyft. Keeps fluctuating between 470. Okay. How many rides do you do? How many rides do you do a week, Quaker? You got everything? No. You still want to go over into the other one, right? Yes. Okay. How many rides do you do? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I feel it. 80 on Uber. If I do full-time Lyft, maybe 60. Bam. That's another thing that Uber needs to change, and Lyft, because if the drivers aren't doing full-time shifts, the ratings should be totally different. Their ratings should be different. I hope Uber and Lyft can hear this. They really need to adjust that. It should not be the same standard for full-time drivers versus part-time driver, because if you think about it, you have less rides, which means you're going to have pretty much less 5 stars versus someone who is doing a whole lot. Can you give me those B12 energy drinks? Ask them about it. All right. Thank you. Ah! Let's see here. 13 yesterday on Lyft and 6 today on Lyft. Yeah. It should not be that way for part-timers, because think about it. Prime example for myself. I don't even have 2,000 rides, and I've been with Uber for 2 years. I don't even have 2,000 rides, and my rating is 4.83. Okay, 4.83. Looking at us starting at 5.0 at the beginning, and for me to have a 4.83, 4.84, it's not bad. But if I was doing it more, I probably would have a higher score. So I'm just saying, I think when it comes to, if a person is part-time, I think they should look at, let's half it. Let's look at 250 5 stars for that particular driver versus a driver who works full-time. Then you can say 500, because think about it. Someone doing full-time, they are doing more than 500 rides within a month. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, it's not always good to compare your days, because this type of gig, like I said, it's too many variables. It's not going to be constant all the time. It's not going to be constant all the time. And that's the areas that a lot of businesses look at when it comes to payments. They know it fluctuates. They know it. It could be you're not making enough this month. You know what I mean? It's just, it's not consistent. That's why I'm starting back working from home. I need something consistent. It's not a whole lot of money, but it's consistent. It's money that I know in 2 weeks, I know I'll have this amount. I know I'm going to have this amount. You know what I mean? It's not going to be less. It's not going to be more unless I do some overtime. But I do know for sure I'm going to have that amount of money. Whereas for me with Uber and Lyft, it was unpredictable for me. I got a strategy later. It's no big deal. Awesome. Do your business. Work it. Work it. I'm half the rides compared. Okay. But yes, if you drive less and have a lower rating, it'll take longer to work it up. Yeah, exactly. But that's what they want. It's all manipulation game. I agree. Bam. 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 NYC. You just said it. You just said it. Because their goal, both rideshare, is that you see as many or even more Uber and Lyft drivers out here versus taxis. They want to get rid of the yellow flow. They want to let it go. And they want the pink and black out there. Just going. Wherever you turn. Oh, Uber. Oh, Lyft. You could be on the corner. You're right there. You're just coming out of the store. Hi, I'm your Uber driver. And you are? Welcome. You need help with your bags? It's like, what's that song? I can have another you in a minute. That is what Uber and Lyft want the customers to realize. You can have another you, another Uber, in just a minute. You want to be a genie? How'd it go? Uber and Lyft, right? Click! there they are. Yeah. Yeah. As if, okay, it's a concert. No problem. You need an Uber. You need an Uber. You need an Uber. You need, no problem. You need, you Lyft. Oh, okay, no problem. Lyft. Bam. They're there. Right there. Yeah, it's amazing when they had us being able to take local trips in New Jersey. I had a customer tell me how great Uber was. Drivers are there to pick them up in less than 5 minutes. Exactly. Yeah, it's incredible. Yeah, they didn't stop to think what that meant for. Exactly. See, you know, it's like this. Think about some of the bills that we have and how we, you know, nonchalant, not meaningful, disrespectful, but we don't know everything that they go through to make sure we have what we're paying for. We don't know. We're not even thinking about them. You know what I mean? So it's, I understand. I see that. I see that. The passenger, for a lot of passengers, that's not their business. All I want is when I request a ride, that I get a ride, period. And Uber and Lyft have contracts with the federal government and also state for their employees to get Uber and Lyft rides on their account. And of course, they're not even paying half of what some other people who utilize Uber and Lyft. Why? Because they have 1,000, 2,000 employees, you know, so they can do it $1, $1.50 or whatever, versus one person who uses Uber and Lyft maybe twice, 3 times a week. Okay, so we're going to put them with they have to pay the $3.36 or something like that, or $4 or $5. You see what I'm saying? It's a little different. It's a business thing. But passengers are not going to see that. They're not going to see what we have to go through. They're not. And to be honest, I'm glad that particular driver or the drivers that they had did not disclose that, because it would put a bad taste in your mouth to the point it could make some passenger feel like, okay, should I get in this Uber or Lyft car? Because it seemed like he's on a rant. Is he going to hurt me? Just like when some of us don't want to show our decal, the Uber address. We think, because some taxis were attacking people and so on and so forth. It makes you apprehensive, uncertain about things. And whenever you're in a situation like that, it's not comfortable. You know that, I know that. I mean, come on. We're human beings just like the passengers. We go through things just like the passengers, and we're not exempt from life, But can Uber and Lyft do better? Yes. They can. They can. They really can. Yeah. I would take from one of the president's slogan, make Uber and Lyft great again. From those people who worked for Uber and Lyft, I think, 2014. The one thing I didn't like about it was the passengers had no clue what the ride would cost until after the ride. I put myself in the passenger place. I wouldn't like that, because now I don't know, and I might just have $200, $300, $500 in my account, and I'm taking this ride, and you might take 75 or 100 of this, but I don't know. That part I didn't like. But the part about as a driver and the amount of money that they were making, oh my gosh, yes, like, bring it. But we're living in an economy now that those who working 40, 60, 50 hours a week, they're on a budget. They're struggling. And if they can still have something consistent yet affordable, they want that. And it's us. We're the good Samaritans. We are the ones that look beyond the faults of the business and see the need, which is to get people to where they need to go. And yes, we lose a lot. We do. And again, no one asked us, no one forced us to do this. This is something that we did willingly. We saw something that we can get out of it. And if it wasn't paying money, majority of us would not do it. It would be a waste of our time if we wasn't making money off of it. You don't want those many friends that you would take here and take there, take here and all day. You taking friends everywhere. No, yeah, it's a job. It's a job. 25 Lyft, 16 Uber. Got here at 11 a.m. with 150 to 114. That's awesome. You just need that Saratoga. What did I say? What was it? Sarasota. I got it. Bam. Yeah, he's at the airport. It's crazy. It's a crazy situation. But if it's working, handle it. If you know how to get around these pitfalls and stuff, do what you got to do. Within reasons, of course, because I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not promoting illegal things or, you know, mistreatment and so on and so forth. Nothing. Waze is doing nothing. Because it won't even upload. I have it on my app as navigation, but it won't accept it. It's like once we got the new system, it won't do it. It might be something going on around there, Quaker. Did you get my
They didn't have any.
Oh man!
When the last time you been in there?
A couple days ago, and they didn't have any.
They redesigned the whole street.
I know, ain't it pretty? It's nice. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. You went in there though, didn't you? You got what you needed, didn't you?
Not really.
Oh, they didn't have it? Did you ask somebody?
All they want to do is just go home with me.
You didn't tell them to come on?
Looking like that.
Huh?
Looking like that. Did you know where we at?
No, where are we?
You want something from Greek Village?
Yeah, you called it in already? Ooh, yeah. Oh, I had some flounder and got an extra plate. You. That was good, man. You don't know what you're missing.
Call George, he eat it.
What is he doing? I can't see the words, guys. That's sun. Sun, sun. Shine your light on me. We're gonna do Windsor. I don't see that connection right now.
You don't need to, because I probably don't know where you're going.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't see it. I don't see it. Are we gonna go back up this way? Or are you still thinking too? okay. I can't see the words. I can't see the words. I can't see the words. Oh, wow. He trying to clean the leaves up. Oh my gosh. Poor man. And we driving by and is pushing it.
You're just working out in the street.
Oh, he.
We ain't gonna go that much back unless somebody else put it out there.
Oh, okay. I don't know. That's just crazy. Okay. I remember I picked somebody up down there. You got everything? You know, there was a shooting in North Carolina. Did you hear about it?
Go about it?
No, do not. Come on, Sarasota. Get out the car and walk around. You wanna get a Disney ride? Okay, sir, why are we doing this? What's the deal? At least I'm crazy, because that's a fast car. So, it's a Nissan. It's 2 pipes. Yeah, could be. Hey, Tita, how are you? Good morning. No, good afternoon. I want to just keep buffering. I shut her down. It is hot.